Friday, everyone. I'm Ann Birchard. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and today it's Christmas in July. I know, Aunt Margaret, you just cringed. I know it's too soon, but you gotta do it. You gotta love these penguins. I'm going to be using the Give It a Whirl die set. And, isn't that cute? The Give It a Whirl, the Penguin Place. And what I like about Penguin Place, it's not just about Christmas or the holidays. There's Happy Birthday, I Like You a Lottle, funny. But you can decorate your penguin either with reindeers, your Christmas theme, or go for your party theme. I'm going to be using the Give It a Whirl and also Stitch So Sweetly for the sentiments. So let me set this aside and let's start making a card. Now what I'm going to do is start off with all the basics, all the cutting, and then we'll assemble. So this is Balmy Blue. I cut it at 5 1/2. I'm folding it in half at 4 1/4. I will set that aside. I have cut out, where'd they go? Here they are. 2 pieces of cardstock, basic white, at 5 1/2 by 4 1/4. So these are quarter sheets, and we are going to use this background die. We're going to cut it twice out of the basic white. Then I have some acetate. You can use the window sheets, or I like to upcycle. So this is from packaging, and I'm going to be using the spinner here, the wheel, out of that. So let's start with that first. Oh, and I forgot, we are going to be using the painted texture embossing. Stand by. I forgot the painted texture 3D embossing folder. To me, it kind of looks like ice and glaciers, and what penguin wouldn't like that? So I'm going to first start off. Let me cut these out. Set this aside for now. Bring in my Cut Emboss machine. And I have platform 1, 2, 1 number 3. Get that lined up. Let's see how many things I can stick on here. Start off with the wheel. Send that through. There we go. That cracking is okay. It's supposed to, and I'm going to send it back. There we go. Oh, looks like I'm going to have to go another turn. Nice thing is that fits right into those grooves. Send it back through. And one more time. There we go. All right. I'm just cleaning off the little ones. Okay, I'm going to set that aside. Now remind me where I set that aside, because I'll be looking frantically for it. Then let's send through 2 of these. Now, when you have your dies, go in at an angle and not straight on. Your dies are going to be happier when you do that. You'll get a better cut. There's 1. Set it aside and trash. And 1 more. And again, angle it going in. Sorry for the wiggles. go. Set that aside. Now I'm going to put this down just for a minute. Now I'm going to bring in the Painted Texture 3D embossing folder. Where it says Stampin' Up, I'm calling that the top. We are going to do some brayering using Balmy Blue and the sponge roller. And this is just going to add a little color, a little texture to the embossed. Now again, look for the Stampin' Up logo, and you're just going to put some ink on top. Start off with just a little. You can always add. It's harder to take off. Okay, close this up for now. This is the top side. So I want the top of my cardstock facing down. I want it to get the ink. So just lay it on there, sandwich it up, and then bring back the Cut and Emboss machine. This time we are just going to use platform 1 and 4. So platform 1, and again it tells you your embossing folder, platform 4, and then send it through. Here we go. And let's see. Can you see there's a very faint blue? Give it that ice look. I'm going to set this aside, and I'm going to ink up this next one. So we needed to do it for both of those bases. Again, Balmy Blue, sponge roller, and with the sponge, go in one direction. So either top to bottom or bottom to top, as long as you're going in one direction to load up the ink. Once you get over to the embossing folder, sorry, it doesn't matter which way you go. So again, just add a little ink. I think we're good. Set this aside. Close this because my finger will go in it real quick. Grab the other. Again, here's the top. I want the top facing down so it's going into the ink. There you go. Fold it up. Send it through. There we go. And we are done with this. Let's open this up. Look at that. Love it. There we go. And then all you do is run this under water, clean, ready for your next project. So I'll set that aside and wash that afterwards. Okay, let's start building. First, we need to start stamping our critters. Now look, save your scraps. These are perfect for what we're about to do here. Okay, and I'm going to use this penguin, this guy, and I'm going to be using basic gray. Now, before you stamp in basic gray, if this is the first time using your polymer, grab a light color ink, because what it's going to do is fill in the pores, if you will, of the polymer stamp, and that's going to reduce your staining. And I'm just using the Balmy Blue because it's there, and just stamp off a couple of times. And now I can go into the darker one, darker ink, and that's going to reduce staining. I'm going to stamp 2 of these. Here's one. And let's go for number 2. I want to save room for his little beak. There we go. And then with the chamois, give it a good wipe. set that aside. Let me bring in a beak, and this one. I can close this up. And I'm going to be using pumpkin pie. Just put my finger in it. Oh, yeah. Good times. All right, make sure this is right side up. And I love the polymers because you can see right through them. There we go. Cute. All right, I can close this up. I need a couple of presents, and grab the present, and I'm going to use the balmy blue, and by using the same colors it ties in the entire card. So since I have balmy blue background, put him here, and balmy blue cardstock. Oop, there's my chamois. It'll all tie in and look cohesive. Bring in the pine tree, and I'm going to be using shaded spruce. One down here, and one over here. I am using up my cardstock. Nothing's going to go to waste. If you haven't already done so, go ahead and text ANNBIRCHARD, all caps, one word, to the number 22828 to get on my mailing list, and you'll receive tips, tricks, and techniques, and any specials that Stampin' Up! May have. And when you sign up, I will send you a free ink pad in color, your choice. There we go. All right. Now comes the fun part, and I say that sarcastically because I am not good at fussy cutting. So bring in your snips, and I am definitely going to speed this up because who wants to watch me cut? It's going to be painful. You're going to be yelling at me. All right, I'll see you when we're done. Okay, that was painful, but we did it. Now, here's a trick, especially with these trees. Grab your Stampin' Right marker, the brush end, and go around the edges where you see the white and just color it in. Nobody's gonna know. I'm not gonna tell anyone. And I just marked my finger. And it just covers up where you, well, where I can't cut very well. And no one's going to be the wiser. That's one of the benefits of Stampin' Up. All the colors match, no matter what medium. The Stampin' Blends, the Stampin' Writes, sequins, paper, ink pad, re-inkers. It all matches. It's wonderful. Okay, I'll bring in my balmy blue. And let's touch up our little present here. Just gives it a more polished look. And I can use all the help I can get. Got the hat. Last hat. Okay, and then, oops, there we go. And then the basic gray. Try not to get his beak because that's orange. I'll come back and do that with the pumpkin pie marker. There we go. All right. I think we have all the bits and pieces. Let's start assembling. Let's start off with the card base. I'm going to use this as the background. This one I'm going to cut right above the punched hole where the brad's going to go through. So bring in my trimmer and just barely above it. So right now the cutting line is right underneath the hole, and I'm going to just slide it to the left and cut that off. Then I'm going to take acetate or the Windows sheet, and I'm going to start putting on my little critters. And you want to use glue on all the edges. I'm bringing in my silicone mat here so you can see. Because you don't want it to get caught when spinning around. And I have a dedicated sponge that's just for glue, so I can wipe it all over. Put him down here, making sure I have room for his hat. Get his hat in here. This technique of puddling the glue and then using the sponge is also good for your very intricate die cuts. Okay, nice and smooth, get that glue off. There we go. And then I want him on the opposite side too. This is a little bit different than my prototype. I'll show you how versatile these are. There we go. And the hat. He's so cute. we can put a tree and a present. I just put that in glue. Darn it. There we go. And present. And I'm stuck to glue all over. I don't want to layer too much because again it has to go over and under. The front of the card. Running out of space where there's not any glue. All right, last one. Cheat a little bit here. Okay, put that out of the way. All right. Set that aside. This will get washed. Next is, here's the back plate. I'm going to line up the two holes and I'm going to put Stampin' Dimensionals around the base here so as not to interfere with the wheel because we still want it to turn. But this will let the top of the card sit and not interfere with the turning of the penguins. Go ahead and take those off. More trash. I'm going to be using the round and square brads. I'm just going to grab, doesn't matter which one you grab, just grab one. I'm going to use the white circle. There we go. I'm going to line up the half sheet, our penguins, and then, now watch, all the dimensionals are up here. I'm working down here so I don't inadvertently just spread them back, so I don't inadvertently stick it down when I don't want to. Okay, now I can line up the sides and the bottoms. There we go. And then we have Christmas. Oh, so cute, so cute, so cute. All right, let's get a sentiment going here. I'm going to be using the Season's Greeting and Balmy Blue. On basic white cardstock. Give it a good press. That was not good at all. Do it again. Ah, much better. Okay, that aside. Close this up. Put this away for now. Let me grab. And again, we're going to need platform 1, 2, 3, our project. Come on. Stitch so sweetly the smaller one. All right, where did you go? They're right here. The smaller one over here. I can't see. And I'm gonna make sure that it's even, top, bottom, and the side. Set that over here. And then just a scratch of the Balmy Blue and the next size larger of the frame, and then I can send these both through at the same time. I like to be a little efficient here. I just set that in the glue. Ugh. All right. Carefully left off. I used purple tape. You can use washi tape. You can use regular Scotch tape. Just make sure that you run it over your clothes or skin to remove some of the tackiness so it doesn't get stuck to your project. Set that aside. All right, bring this in. Bring this guy in. Use a little snail, not snail, Stampin' Seal. Center this. If you haven't noticed, I'm stepping it up from my prototype. And here I'm going to put dimensionals on either side so it can go over this brad, and again won't interfere with the mechanism. Okay, where's the top? Okay, there's the top. So I put one on the bottom and a couple more. There. Take off the back. Okay. Line this up with the top. There we go. Woohoo! It's coming together. Use Stampin' Seal on the back. Bring in the base. Again, balmy blue. Cut at 5 1/2, scored at 4 1/4, or just folded in half. And then I'm going to eyeball it so it's even all the way around. Haha! Almost done. So close to being done. Look. How cute is that? Our little penguins playing in the ice. Let's add some bling. I'm gonna bring in the rhinestones and take your pick. Using the putty side, you're gonna stick it on there and flick it off. Remember, odd numbers. And I'm gonna add some around the top and bottom because it's cute. Odd numbers. Let's see, how about right there? Cute, cute, cute. We're on the last step. Hang in there. This is basic white and I cut it to 5 1/4 by 4. I'm going to use the snowflakes. What did I do with them? I put them away. Grab the snowflakes, grab the balmy blue, and since we have snowflakes and the ink out, little there, I'm gonna go ahead, decorate the envelope. Because who wants a naked envelope? Just adds a little something. There we go. Wipe this off. Close this up. And let's finish this card. Stampin' Seal on the back. Line it up. The top and sides are equidistant. I know the bottom's going to be good. Ta-da! Well, there you have it. A cute little Christmas card in July. And down below you'll see a link to all the supplies that I used. I hope you enjoyed this crafting experience with the civil engineer. Can't wait to see you next week. Have a great day. Bye.